Hey, good morning, Anthony. This is a quick demo video for you for your Corn Courkrus, made by Jawa's Junkyard and designed by Benji over at Nerf Herder Customs. So this is installed with a Proffie. It's got the taco shop chassis. That would be Carlos over there at the taco shop. Does some amazing work. You've got a V4 Carl Chen Neopixel connector in here, so we'll light that up here in a second so you can see those LEDs. You would ask for some light heat staining similar to what I did on mine, so that's what I tried to do for you. Hopefully that picks up on camera. It's going to look a little different in person though, but went a little heavier, so got you some nice purples on the inside of the emitter, and then just tapered that out as we went from the outside. Okay, you've got a 2-button setup here. So for right now, you know, the red LED or the red switch is your power. The green is your auxiliary. I programmed the LEDs underneath these switches to be white, and the reason I did that was, one, because these acrylic switches are red and green already, and also if you wanted to take this off and swap your switches, swap sides, you wouldn't have to worry about your config. So you could do that and not have to program the board. All right. Similar to my Courkrus, I also had a little bit of an issue with your kill switch trying to get it to sit inside of the hilt. So it wanted to sit flush here, so that's what I did there. Your kill switch is going to be flush, and then but sticking out just a hair so you could slap it with your thumb. All right. I don't have the means to open up steel here comfortably, and so I did not mess with that part. All right. How to get to your chassis? You want to take off the handle. This chassis is tight. All right. So take some care when you're taking it off and then putting the handle back on too. You're going to notice it's a super tight fit, but it does fit. All right. There's just a whole lot of stuff going on inside of this guy. All right, so we got a few threads to get through. When you get through all of the threads, just take your time, work it back and forth. Even when you're past the threads, keep turning the handle back and forth until it comes off. The more times that you put this handle on and off, a little bit easier it will get, because you're going to wear down the brass shrouding a little bit. It's already easier than it was the first time I tested it. So it's just going to be repetition. All right. But you've got, you know, this is your board cover right here. You should never have to take this off unless you want to reprogram something. And then it's just on magnets. So you just pull this off, access to your SD card and your micro USB. Everything is underneath there. Flipping this over here, this is your battery compartment. So again, you know, even though you have that kill switch, you will eventually need to take your battery out to charge it. You just pop this off. It's on magnets. All right. And then down here, the really cool feature, you have 3 different crystals. So you've got this top one. If I can get my camera to focus, this top one right here is going to be blue. The one right underneath it, I programmed to be white. And then the one off to the side, I programmed to be green. So you have a little, you know, you have different colors in every one. All right. So to show you that, before we put the handle on, we'll go ahead and come over here and flip our switch. And you can see I've got your switches doing something different. And then your crystals are pulsing or a heartbeat. I mixed it up between pulsing and a heartbeat. All right, until we come over here and turn it on. Everything does react to the auxiliary button being pressed. And then I gave you twist off. All right, just like that. So we'll flip this kill switch off and put our handle on. Take some care when putting it on. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth. It will go on. It's just super tight. All right. So once we get past there, I mean, it's already twice as better as it was the first time that I put this all together. So you'll be fine. Twist this down and lock it down all the way, so you're good. Typically what you'll see there when you lock it down all the way is that your belt clip over here, it lines up with your switches. All right, and then we can come over here and we can flip our switch. Let me turn this light off. I've got your blinkies doing kind of a cave scene thing here, so they'll blink back and forth. They are on a timer though, so everything will turn off if you don't turn the saber on right away, just like that. But if you come over here and hit your red switch for power, this is where I made the green one stay on, but I made the red one pulse. So of course, if you switch that, you know, the red one will stay on and the green one will pulse. But you've got your LEDs in there. This thing is just a screaming beast when the handle's on. And then you've got twist off. So for now you have just one sound font on here. It is the Sons of Corellia sound font by Jesse over at Kyberphonic, and then Benji also at Nerf Herder. They collabed on this, and it was the, you know, it's of course the perfect sound font for this saber. So let me know if you like that. What I'll have you do is go over there to Kyberphonic and buy the font before I send it out so he gets paid for the work. All right. You've got one blade retention right here, that grub screw right there. So when you lock your blade in, this is my test blade, but it is set up for a full-length diameter Neopixel blade, and a copy of the config file that I used is on your SD card so you can build from that. All right. So we'll come over here and turn it on. Blue blade for cornhorn. So green is auxiliary. For your soundtrack on this particular hilt, you have the actual speeder bike sounds. So that's a long press on the power when the saber's off. Just like that. All right, and then we'll turn it on again. Flash on flash. You can hit this thing super tough. It'll take it. All right, and then we'll go ahead and we'll break this back down. Really, we don't even have to break it down because you have a kill switch. So what we'll do is just take the blade out. We'll turn this on. And we'll flip it off from here. Right, and it kills everything just like it should. So that is basically your Courkrus with Taco Shop chassis. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get this out in the mail to you first thing tomorrow morning. Thanks, man.